Yes guys, the thumbnail and the title of this video is correct. No, I did not want to admit it, but it's happened. I've been scammed and this number plate has been taken away from me. It's story time. Welcome to Officially Gassed. Let's get it.
For the best in universal premium ester-containing engine oils and fuel additives for both petrol and diesel engines, check the links in the description. Personalised registrations are a great way to customise your vehicle and stand out amongst many bland and boring registrations that we see day to day on the UK roads. And although at times the calibre of personalised registration plates are questionable and some straight up trash, in fact many straight up trash, at a minimum the idea is to add a level of uniqueness to our pride and joys. Personalised number plates or private regs can be picked up for as little as £250 from a DVLA website, but can trade hands for crazy money, with desirable plates commonly going for over £100,000. The record price held in the UK for a number plate was an unbelievable £518,480 for the number plate 250, purchased by a classic car dealer and collector. However, right now, the registration F1 is up for sale for £16.5 million. I personally think the owner's kind of trying his luck with that one, as he only paid $440k for it back in 2008. Cheeky. In my mind, half of these prices are just people flexing to tell the wealthy circles that they move in that they own a plate of such value. Now, whether or not that actually ever sells is anyone's guess. I'm sure if you ask the owner, he'd tell you something predictable like, I've been offered £15 million for it loads of times, but I know its true value, so I turned it down. Yeah, right, mate. Remember, a plate's only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. But I digress. Now, there's a few different types of personalised registration formats available in the UK, starting with the most sought after and generally the most costly dateless number plates, which were issued between 1903 and 1962. Followed by suffix plates, which were allocated between 1963 and 1983 and feature letters A to Y at the end of the registration. And then there's prefix plates, issued from 1983 to 2001 and feature the letters A to Y at the beginning of the registrations. And finally, current registrations, which were issued from 2001 to the present year, consisting of 2 letters, the year of issue and 3 letters. And this format will remain the same until 2049. Now, my plate and the plate in question today is that of the current format, GA55EED, aka gassed or gassied. And I know it's not to everyone's taste, of course, but that's why they're called personalised registrations. Kind of goes with the theme of the channel too. And if you squint and it goes by quickly, it kind of looks like it says gassed, not gassied. But that's neither here or there.
And yes guys, I know that this plate is spaced incorrectly. However, that has nothing to do with why this plate no longer exists. The way the registration GA55EED came about was basically probably a way that a lot of transactions go nowadays, is someone messaged me randomly on socials and asked, do I want to buy that plate? And obviously anything to do with gas or gassed, you know, I'm a sucker for it. Especially as after a little bit of bartering, the price I paid for the plate was actually a banging deal. Now, just to go back to any plate that starts GA55, having previously searched them and also owning other plates that start GA55, from DVLA, once fees and taxes are added, the cheapest you'll get a GA55 gas plate for is £1,000. And after a little bit of bartering with the owner of the plate, we settled on £600. So obviously, great plate, great price. That's what I'm thinking. He seemed like a proper cool guy, so I transferred him over the money. He sent through the retention certificate and I successfully allocated it to my Cupra. And that was back in December of 2019. Now, fast forward to October 2021, I received a strange letter in the post from the DVLA, and it read,
I'm looking into your claim against vehicle registration GA55EED. I've frozen the vehicle record until I complete my investigation. As a matter of urgency, I need to access if this warrants a police investigation. I need to know whether you saw this registration number offered for sale, e.g. online, with links to the advertisement or a copy of the newspaper article. Any contact details, e.g. email address, telephone numbers, postal address, if known, of any potential purchasers inquiring about the registration number you advertise for sale. Evidence, e.g. the sale or purchase receipt, bank statement showing the purchase or sale price of the registration number. All contact details of the person the registration number was either purchased or sold to. Any documents you feel relevant to evidence your claim to the registration number.
So having just read that letter and being in total confusion, because of the way the letter was written, it was acting, or it sounded like I was making a claim because it was saying your claim. I really didn't understand the letter. So I read it a few times and it was baffling, coming out of the blue. So I thought, why not call the DVLA and find out what's going on? I got through to a fella who acknowledged the letter when I gave him the reference number, but was being so cryptic on the phone, it made me think something bad is going on here. He wouldn't give me any details of why I received that letter. All he prompted me to do was to send over any proof I could show them that I actually legally purchased that number plate from someone. So I did just that and heard nothing back. Fast forward to May 2022. I received 2 letters in the post, and the first one read,
further to our letter dated 6th of the 10th, 21, about the personalised registration number GA55EED, where I explained that the number was part of an ongoing fraud investigation. I'm sorry to let you know that your application to retain the personalised registration number for your vehicle has been cancelled. I realise this is disappointing news. This is happening because we have been informed that when the personalised registration number was purchased, the payment card used was used fraudulently, and the cardholder denied authorising or participating in the transaction. In cases such as these, the next step is to remove the registration number from circulation. When this happens, it cannot be resold. The original registration number will now be reallocated to your vehicle. You will receive a new vehicle registration certificate V5C shortly. Please destroy the vehicle registration certificate, which includes the personalised number on the receipt of this letter. As you didn't purchase this personalised registration number directly from the DVLA, unfortunately we cannot help you any further with this issue, including payment or refund queries you may have, nor is there any option to appeal this decision. All queries will need to be directed to the seller you purchased the personalised registration number from. As all instances of fraud, we recommend that you report this matter to Action Fraud. Many thanks for your cooperation. Please note there is no option to appeal this decision.
yes, that just happened. And the second letter was the new logbook with the vehicle's old registration on it. And just like that, the GA55 EED plate was gone, destroyed, removed from DVLA's records because it was purchased fraudulently. Now, I'm not saying the guy that I bought it off purchased it in such a way. And to tell the truth, I know some YouTubers would probably chase the dude down and try and make a story about it, but that's not what I'm here to do. I'm gonna take an L on this one so you guys are perhaps a little bit more clued up in future, so you guys don't have to go through what I've just been through. Now, we all know that £600 is a lot of money, yes. However, we all know that number plates commonly trade hands for tens of thousands of pounds. So this could have been a lot worse. Now, because this all happened so long ago and was pretty much brought to an end back in May 2022, and since the Cupra has kind of been on hiatus up until the other day when we explained what we're going to be doing with it, I thought there's no need for me to put this out there. And on top of that, should I even contact the dude? I thought about it, then I thought, I'm going to call him. What's he going to say? If he answers, he's just going to tell me he didn't know and he bought it off someone else. How can I prove it? It's just a learning curve, because I know so many of us purchase things the same way. Now, card fraud is nothing new, basically getting someone's details and making a purchase on it and receiving that item. When it comes to certain documented things like a number plate that can be retracted, that's when you've got to be careful. But me, I wasn't thinking. I saw gas. I saw a bargain, so I bought the plate. That is pretty much it. So now I pretty much have no personalized plate for the Cupra. And I wasn't even going to tell this story to tell the truth. I've told close friends and family, of course, but I didn't know if I wanted to put it in the public domain. However, after thinking long and hard about it, I thought, what have I got to lose? Hopefully someone will gain from this and learn from my lesson. And that, guys, is pretty much the story of how not to buy a personalized registration plate. So guys, with that said, what's the moral of the story? Just be smart with your money. Sometimes if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Not that I think that this was too good to be true, it's just, there's so many little scams out there. So many little scams going on out there. Say what you want about the plate, the spacing, that had nothing to do with it. Guys, this caught me off guard, but hopefully it's made you guys a little bit more savvy, and also will make you think twice before you spend your money. So many people buying number plates on eBay, social media, or wherever. This could happen to you. So guys, be clever. And of course, if you want to see more on the car that this number plate come off, of course we are doing a crazy R36 VR6 turbo all-wheel drive, 1500 brake horsepower building this car. Smash that subscribe button. And of course, now we've got to think about what plate goes on this car, since this one is no more. Guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.